Let's get started with Windows 8 indexing and what I'm trying to do here. All right, let's hit the Windows key plus the W key and type indexing and just hit enter. All right, so this is a pretty vanilla copy of Windows 8. Very little has happened since the install. Let's click on Advanced here. If we want to turn on index encrypted files, well, that'd be interesting, because then what if the index itself is not encrypted? And what if some of the files can be seen? Let me show you. So I put that in the clipboard. Let's hit Windows plus R, paste, enter. Go to search, data, get myself permissions, applications, Windows, da-da, there we are. So now we're looking at where the search index files are. Normally you don't view these files, and that one you can't because it's in use. Let's try this one. Okay, so there's a little clear text right there, a path. Yeah, it doesn't mean much. But what if you can glean a little information in bits and pieces from the index, especially if someone's turned on index encrypted files? So it seems to me you'd want to encrypt this folder now. But not so fast. If you try to encrypt this folder and the logs that are in it, and particularly the EDB file, that's the actual index file, watch what happens. Right-click Properties, Advanced, Encrypt. OK. OK. Apply changes to this folder and all subfolders, yes. And we get an error. So I'm going to cancel out. Now the folder itself turned green, and it managed to succeed with one file, and then it got stopped in its tracks in the very next file. Okay, you can see the problem here. Let's do multiple problems. The other has to do with Microsoft Search. Let's hit Windows plus R and type in services.msc and type in Windows Search. Notice it says logged in as local system. That's how services work. So what I found is messing around with starting and stopping this. Doesn't work either. I'll demonstrate. I'll just turn it back off. And turn it back on. See the problem? It's going to fail. So we encrypted in the context of a locally logged in user, but we really hose things in the process. And there it is. So we've killed Windows Search. So rather than try to undo, now I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and get a fresh copy of Windows 8. And I'm just going to show you a procedure where it does work, where we don't taint Windows in any nasty way where our event log starts filling with CRUD or side effects from messing around with this index file. or this kind of stuff. We don't have to reboot in safe mode. We don't do any of that. I came up with a way, all in one shot, that we can cleanly get this encrypted. Okay, so pausing the video now as I get things set up for the next run. So we're on a fresh VM here. Yep, different IP address. And we're ready to follow along with a draft of an article I'm working on here that gives us a step-by-step of how to do this. So how to do this? Well, let's get this URL going first. And we're going to need to download the utility called PSExec by Mark Russinovich from Microsoft, formerly of Sysinternals. Okay, here we are on a fresh copy of Windows 8, ready to follow along with a draft of a blog post I'm preparing. And here we go. First, we got to get PSExec from Mark Russinovich downloaded. So let's go ahead and get it in this virtual machine. It comes as part of a bundle. All right, next thing in the directions, extract it to C:\tools. Next, press Windows plus X and then select Command Prompt. And it's not going to work so well like that. Just leave it full screen. All right, Windows plus X, Command Prompt, admin. Yes. Excellent. We're done with that, and we're done with downloads, and we're done with the browser. Trying to keep it simple. At that command prompt we just opened, paste this in. Copy, right-click, paste, enter. Very first time you read it, or run it, you get this next screen. All right, new blinking command prompt. Close the original open window. Okay, that would be this one that ran the command. Leaving only this one. And now, upper left corner, choose Properties. Left corner, Properties. Height of 999, click OK, or hit Enter. There, now you can see a scroll bar showed up. We're going to need that. You'll see why. Next, we're going to stop the search engine. So we're able to work on it, the indexing service. Oops, sorry, we can just right-click, paste, hit Enter. Stopped. Cruising right along. Paste the path, the change directory command in, okay, and run the cipher command. Okay, because we have a scroll buffer, scroll back, we'll be able to go back and make sure it's a whole bunch of OKs. No errors, no files skipped. Good. If you want, you can overwrite all empty space. That can take a very long time. I'm going to skip that for purposes of this video. This is just a scratch VM with no data that I'm worried about at this point. I haven't even put anything on there that I've really indexed. Okay, and then verify that it works. So I put this in the clipboard, go over here, Windows plus R key, paste, get a warning about permissions, and there's the Windows folder. It worked. Okay. Last command that I managed to skip, net start wsearch. Let's try that. Okay, I had to push the insert button to get insert mode toggled back. Okay. At this point, we can also hit Windows plus W, type index, and look at our index. It's not complaining, everything's fine. The service started right up without any warnings. We are in great shape. So that's really the end of this video, where I wanted to show you setting up of a way to encrypt the index files that are involved in the Windows search engine. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you for visiting tinkertry.com, and please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel as well. tinkertry.com/videos, or just click the videos link right at the top. Thank you very much. Good night.